Hi everyone, I'm Sheena and welcome to the thing I bought from. Today's thing I bought from is the Travelab Freedom Pack anti-theft backpack that you can fold into a very small little thing. And it's still in the foil. Literally, why is it in the foil? Because I just collected it from the Grouphunt offices in Singapore. Now, it was actually meant to be sent out next week, but because they know that we've been waiting forever, they allowed us to do a self-collection at the Travelhunt offices, so I'm sharing my first impression with you guys. Okay, so anyway, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to open it. Or should I show you first? Okay. So on the back, it tells you a little bit about what the backpack is gonna look like, etc., etc. For some information. Okay, I'm gonna rip it. Ah! So exciting. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Apparently, I'm the first person to actually collect it. So I don't know whether that makes me the first person to have it in Singapore. So exciting if it is. And also cute. They gave us a little sort of postcard saying thank you. Please send us your pictures. Well, I don't have a picture, but I'm sending you a video. Is that good enough? Cool. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's black. It's got the nice nylon material going on. Very lightweight. And it's a relatively, well, it's not a huge backpack. I mean, my head is about a regular size. So it's like 2 heads long. Alright, cool. So this is what the backpack looks like. It's quite lightweight. It's got a reflector strip here. We've got 2 side pockets for umbrellas or water bottles. This one's more for an umbrella because it's got the elasticized thingy going on. This one has a pull drawstring so you can put supposedly bigger things. The handle in the back, it comes with this very nifty little catch so you can actually fasten it to a chair or whatever. Okay, and then after that we've got the 2 straps. Oh cool! In the straps there are these little pockets so you can slip small things in there. Probably not your phone, but like say your travel card or something small. Okay, let's see. In this corner we have another little another little zip. It opens to... Oh, okay. So it's like the base where your small of your back is. There is a small pocket in here. It will definitely fit a phone and maybe a wallet or 2. Well, I don't know. Maybe you could travel with 2 wallets. I don't judge, okay? Anyway, so the main... Oh, there's another one on the other side. Okay, so this one also takes up about slightly more than half the space. So it's like the 2 pockets on the small of your back overlap. I'm not sure which one is forward, which one is back, but you know, nifty. Fits your whole hand. So you know, in case. Over here we have the main compartment. Zip. Okay. It opens to a bright yellow inside. I'm not particularly fond of the color myself because, you know, I'm really more of a pink person, but it's okay. It's nice and visible, makes it easy to look at for things. I was sort of hoping that they'll eventually get stretch goals and like have more colors available, but for some reason that never happened. Okay, anyway, so the main pocket is quite biggish, and there's also a little slip pocket over here. There's also a little slip pocket over here. So for small items you can put it here. Now, let's see. It's supposed to have a built-in packable pouch. Where is it, built-in packable pouch? Oh, this is the built-in packable pouch, I think. Is it? 是不是? Oh, it is. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to close up the main compartment and attempt to fold it into the packable pouch. Let's hope it works. Okay. This time backpack. Wish me luck, people. Okay, let's fold it in half first. Squish some air out. Okay, so far so good. Fold it in. Maybe I should roll it. I should probably watch the instructional video before doing this, but you know what? I am garang. Actually, I'm not garang, I'm just lazy. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So basically I folded it in half and sort of rolled it up lah. And then after that we'll see whether I can actually squish it into the pocket. This seems to be working. Hey hey, Garangness wins. Look at that! So sensible. And then it becomes a ha 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 ha. And then after that you just sort of lock it into place, I suppose. Ta-da! Hey! Small little backpack. I believe if I folded it nicely, I could probably get it smaller and flatter. But you know what? I think it's pretty cool. So I guess the thing about this was that, first impression, it's smaller than I expected it to be. I was thinking it might be, you know, it's only about yay big, right? I was thinking it would be like maybe this big, like a full-on normal backpack size, but it's smaller than that, which sort of makes sense because it has to fold into a small thing. That's sort of the main selling point, that it's foldable. It's very lightweight. I don't know how much it weighs currently. I'm gonna weigh it and I'm gonna put the weight here. And I'm back. And now I am actually carrying the backpack with things inside. How do we feel about it? It's not bad. The backpack itself is quite light, but I think I need to adjust it a little bit so it's not so high up. Because currently it's like cutting me a little bit here, but now that I've loosened the straps, it feels better. Okay, let's take a look at the behind, or rather the in front. My behind, but it's in front. There it is. As you can see, it's quite small. This is the top of my butt. So it sits on the top of my butt. It's not that huge. The side pockets are quite generously sized. My whole umbrella fits in there. Unfortunately, it's not quite done for one-handed withdrawal. This is my umbrella. Shoop. It's about the size of my forearm, which makes it about 22 centimeters or so. So yeah, it goes straight in, no problem over there. And we have the side pockets, very easily accessible if you just sling it onto one side. Even if you don't sling it onto one side, if you're flexible enough, you can take things out anyway. Like, check this out. So unzip, pull stuff up. Ta-da! Magic! Okay, maybe not magic, but you know what I mean. Bring it back in. Let's give it a go. Can I do it? Can I do it? No, not so easy. It's always easier if you just take it off and slide it in. Okay. It's not bad. I like the fact that it's very light, because especially nowadays when you're traveling, every single bit of weight counts. Because nowadays they charge you for every single thing. I mean, okay lah, I fly budget air, you know, so every single bit of weight counts. And it helps when it's so light, because that means that only the stuff you want to tote around weighs you down, rather than, you know, the bag itself. This is very useful if you're going shopping. You can always, like, you know, carry a smaller bag initially. Like me, I actually like to carry around a little sling bag, which I actually stuffed it in here. So this is my little sling bag, and you know, you can pop that in there, and then after that, when you're done shopping and you've got a whole bunch of stuff to carry and you're like, oh my god, the bags are killing me, or even just don't ask for bags at all. You whip this out of your little bag, and then you just put your shopping in there, and then you put it on your back, and then you walk around. Because, you know, it's always easier when you carry heavy stuff in a backpack, because your back is able to hold the load much better. The packing cube ironically came in a much bigger pack than the backpack. So let's find where the opening is. Yeah! Rip. Ta-da! Ooh! Good thing it's not fragile. Okay, so I have 2 times packing cubes here. This is the first one, this is the bigger one. When will this zipper ever stop? Okay, good. So it opens to the main compartment, I suppose. And then we open the grey zipper. What is this grey zipper? Does it keep going? So much zipping, oh my god. Guys, when will this stop? Okay, so the grey zipper seems to be a compression zipper, so to speak. So you put your stuff inside, and then after that you zip up the gray zipper, and then it'll shrink the size, supposedly. Don't know how well that will work. Have to test. Okay, and then there is another zipper. How many zippers are there on this thing? Oh my god. I'm gonna spend my eternity here zipping and unzipping. Okay, so the other one opens into another side. Nice, the second packet. Okay, so it's essentially a two-sided sack. Okay, 很好. but I guess the question is, does the grey zipper only compress one side? Looks like the seam for the middle is literally down the middle. So when you pull on the compression, it compresses both sides together. So it really doesn't matter which side you put your stuff in. But I guess it's useful for, say, like separating your dirty and your clean clothes, or your dirty and your clean clothes, whichever works for you. But basically, I like the fact that they've actually colored the inside so you won't mix things up, hopefully. Although the zipper on the outside, you know, has no indication of which is which. It's quite interesting though, because the zippers look like they're actually waterproof. If you can see, this is a zipper. It's like protected by a rubber gasket. I don't know. Anyway, that's the big cube, and now we look at the small cube. Small cube appears to be basically the same as the big cube lah. So lots more unzipping to be done. Unzip, unzip. Okay, and so much unzip. Okay, so that's, again, there's a grey side, and then after that we have the black side, and then after that we have the compression, which decompresses to quite a sizable amount, I guess. It's really only about 1.5 inches of space per side, uncompressed. And then after that, when you compress it, it gets quite tiny, but I have no idea what you're going to store inside. If you compress it, then both sides sort of vie for dominance, and then you decide like which side you want to put more things in. But yeah, then it becomes maybe about 1/2 inch of space per side. Or if you push it all to one side, then it becomes 1 inch of space. So yeah, that is the smaller packing cube from here. So much zipping and unzipping, oh my god, guys. I feel like I'm in a men's urinal. It's quite nifty. And it's all made of the same kind of parachute-y material. Actually, I don't know if it's a parachute. I've never touched a parachute in my life. But it's the kind of like ripstop nylon sort of thing going on. It's very lightweight, very smooth, the sort of thing that you use for windbreakers. Quite nifty. One of the things that the Travelab people never did quite answer was, you know, whether this particular iteration was going to be slash proof, which was one of the biggest concerns that people had when wanting to buy this item, or rather when wanting to buy this item, because, you know, it's fine and dandy for the zips to be on the inside so that it's harder for people to rob you, or rather to steal your stuff. But the problem is that when you have this kind of like material, you know, somebody could just and then things would just fall out, right? So honestly, I cannot answer that question either. I'm not sure whether this is actually made of slash-proof material. I don't think it is. I will correct myself if I'm wrong, but currently, yeah, don't think so. Okay, so finally, for some last impressions, I'm quite pleased with this backpack. I mean, it basically is going to serve me quite well on my trip, I believe. It has all the qualities I need, which is being very lightweight for one, being foldable down to a tiny little sack, and the fact that it's very portable and it's got nice sort of anti-theft features is very nifty as well. I do have concerns that, you know, people might just slice it open and take my stuff out anyway. But I don't think where I'm going is going to be that hardcore, so we should be fine. So yeah, this one I think is still currently going to be one of those travel to not so dangerous places sort of bags. Hopefully Travelab will come out with something that is even more robust in the future. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll buy it. If you come out in pink, I confirm will buy, okay? So yeah, please consider new colors. But currently, black is nice and safe, doesn't show dirt, good for guys, good for girls, good for everybody. So if you haven't got your Travelab backpack yet and you're considering it, yeah, that is my review. So I'll see you again. Bye bye.